Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second episode of the Chaostopia show. And for this show, this show pretty much focuses on OFL related stuff, and also some stories basically from my career in real football. Anyways, so let's go ahead and let's dive immediately into today's thing, because I'm not going to delay anything further. And that, of course, is just the issue that we are seeing at the moment as I'm recording this. The issue with that the OFL pretty much is having with POV streamers and all that stuff. Now, if anyone basically was fully aware of this whole thing, the POV for the playoffs, we pretty much have seen really, there hasn't been really much POV streams at all. They did see pretty much some mainly invested, and from one guy, Maxi Bands had himself a POV stream. But besides that, I mean, POV streams have pretty much really have taken over the entire thing. And I'm pretty much going to talk about this one because this basically has clearly shown in the conference championship round, which really, it's pretty much went off. So, for the conference championship round, we basically are seeing perhaps some of the craziest things that basically that's just been going on. And that, of course, is, well, we saw pretty much two POV streams, both each back to back, with the main commentary stream basically not getting as much support. So we'll start off with the OEC Championship, which, believe it or not, is a game that I actually did stream. I will have the highlights to that video sometime soon. I will be dropping the full game on Tuesday. Tomorrow, though, I will be going ahead. Well, this might be tomorrow, but yeah, I'm pretty sure on Indigenous Peoples Day, which is, I think, for my time zone, basically by the time this is going to be uploaded, it's going to be pretty much tomorrow as I'm recording it. But I don't know. So from that side, we'll have pretty much a full game. We'll have actually an Ultimate Football update video. It was requested, so we'll have that pretty much straight up done, up and over. Meanwhile, so the first game happened was, the OEC Championship game. That went ahead and happened, and like I said, I pretty much had streamed non-POV of the game, but we did see Maxi Bands, one of the Newark's wide receivers, actually do his own POV. The only problem with this one is that more people were interested in the actual POV than it was with my thing. For me, I don't really care about viewership that much on a professional level, but literally, it did take pretty much a good chunk of the viewership, as I only had 70 views max, while the POV stream only got 140 viewers. Of course, I'm not mad about the whole thing, because, one, if you want to do a POV stream, I have no problem with it, but you're going to be a total dick about it, then I'm going to go ahead and have some issues with it. And, oh my goodness, the response, I went and I got pretty much some idiot in the AFL Twitter basically going like, oh, that's a bad look for you, this, that, yada, yada, yada. So I'm basically going to pretty much show the screenshot right up here. So you guys can see, I went ahead and pretty much had 33 viewers on my thing. This, and this, of course, like I said, I didn't really mind the whole part. Like I said, I was pretty much doing my part here. But then again, people are more invested to watch a POV stream because hashtag the manchas. But yeah, unfortunately, that pretty much went ahead and happened. He went ahead and he had pretty much his stream set up. Like I said, I'm not going to be mad about that whole thing, about him just having that POV part, because I don't, like I said, that's the part I didn't care about. I feel like I did have the more interesting stream though, because I actually gave pretty much a commentary view of the whole thing. And plus, with the issue basically what you do with the POV stream is that you constantly get stream sniped. If you have it on the actual live part instead of delayed, you're easily going to go ahead and get that issue of basically getting stream sniped. And getting stream sniped isn't fun when at all. Trust me, I've had to deal with those issues myself. But when you're doing it also but you're doing it also in a league game, that gets really annoying because all of a sudden you're now pretty much gonna have to figure out your own plans and all that stuff. It throws you off your game. It really puts a huge dent into your plan. Now of course, this wasn't pretty much the whole part. But yeah, to be fair, people are going to go ahead and have this, just also have a tendency to, meet munch. They know who they are. And a personal part, like I said, I'm not going to go ahead and basically give a care about the whole part. Meanwhile, the issue that went ahead and happened, really that set the tone, was the OWC Championship. That was pretty much being streamed by my guy, Roblox Sporting Network. And this makes this one really annoying. So, I'm going to basically take a screenshot of basically this one. And this is from what I went ahead and I saw. This is from the third quarter, mind you. You had basically some higher views earlier. But yeah, you can see, so this is his stream, which is pretty much non-POV. Only 39 viewers. Meanwhile, the POV stream, which was streamed by Tior, I do kind of respect the man himself, but that one basically reached 154 viewers. Now, like I said, the first time around, it wasn't really heavily promoted, and I didn't, but the first time around, basically, with my one, it wasn't really as heavily promoted. Plus, I actually had a bit of a comeback part of it. But the second time around, I think it really went ahead and it clearly showed. Because, one, we basically were seeing a bunch of chaos coming from both sides of the park. It's literally, it's just been crazy in itself. But yeah, bottom line, I don't think basically that there should have been any backlash. But yeah, stuff like that, basically, it happens. But literally, the heckling that people went ahead and did, I do think that was unnecessary at all. I mean, we're both, at the end of the day, for me and Kingo, we're both streamers. We both just try to go ahead and basically try to be the ones to kind of entertain y'all, kind of go ahead and give you guys a perfect game. We work our asses off to go ahead and basically make sure you guys are our priority. I'm speaking this on my behalf. I'm speaking this on Kingo's behalf. I'm just going to say straight up, though, just when it comes to basically some issues, we just don't really like to pretty much get bugged in that whole part at all. Because, one, it really doesn't, it really doesn't go ahead and really match out well. And two, it really just puts a huge dent in pretty much, and how we pretty much handle the situation, all that stuff. Now, yes, the whole POV streams, it does put a dent in viewership. And for my one, I mean, for me, I'm not really affected by my part, because at the end of the game, for my one, it was a close game. We actually were able to get more viewers on it, but I do think that we've come to a situation in the OFL that we need to review the POV streams in general, and actually ask, is it a good idea to go ahead and really, you know, is it really a good idea to pretty much consistently push for POV viewership? Because if this is going to be the issue, it's obviously clear that an action has to be done, and unless basically, listen, unless pretty much something goes ahead and we're able to be figured out, I don't want basically POV streams to be banned at all. That's the worst case scenario of the whole thing. POV streams be banned, and in the end, it's not fun. But we have to come to a point that we have to work as a community, as people, as literally functioning members of society that actually have 46 chromosomes, and literally don't act like freaking idiots. We have to pretty much go ahead and we have to work together, because if we're not able to do that, then it's literally just proving the quote of humanity is evolving, but backwards. I do believe that we can work as together with this to figure out this situation. I do think that what happened, basically just a little bit of a moment ago as I was recording, I believe that what happened, it was unnecessary at all. But we'll have to go and figure out a situation. Thank you guys for pretty much going ahead and watching this. I'll see you guys next time. And I would really hope for you guys to go and pretty much check out some of the other stuff, basically, that I go ahead and I do. So, but until then, this is pretty much my own chaotic take on this whole part. Until then, this has been Chaostopia, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Until then, peace.